I wanted to speak with you for a few minutes about the state of information at Penny Arcade, and my vision for how we can best manage the tremendous variety of creative content that Penny Arcade produces. Traditionally, the only kind of organization of content offered by webcomics is an archive of webcomic strips for the use of visitors of the website. This work is generally part of the responsibilities of the website administrator, whose priorities necessarily have a technical bent. The information and resources used internally by the creators of the webcomic generally an ad hoc amalgamation of file sharing and collaboration tools, such as Google Apps or Dropbox. But Penny Arcade is so much more than just a webcomic, and these methods of information organization are not sufficient to handle the variety and complexity of Penny Arcade's creations. In order to facilitate the creative work at Penny Arcade, an information system needs to be developed that guides the creation and formatting of metadata for anything produced by Penny Arcade, whether it be storyboards, t-shirt designs, blog posts, or movie scripts. In addition, the system would provide standards for file formatting and storage, as well as an overarching schema of information organization and content classification. The information system would open up entire new avenues of creative work through making information and content accessible and comprehensible. In the first month of this process, I would first spend time getting to know the work methods currently used at Penny Arcades, through personal exploration and one-on-one interviews with the staff. The fact that we have a staff of only about a dozen people helps in this issue. How does work get done? What tools are currently used? Where do employees go to get their question answered? After getting a full picture of how people like to work and what they need to do their jobs, I would sketch out a rough draft of an information system to present at an all-staff meeting. At this meeting, we'd work together and come to a consensus on the design for the information system. Once the basic idea for the information system was settled, I would collaborate with the system administrator to explore the options available for implementing this system. What combination of hardware and software would best suit the system? I would then present a final list of options in different price ranges to the business manager to get purchasing approval. In the next 5 months, I would then work to negotiate the purchase of the approved software with the vendors and oversee its installation, initiate a soft launch of the software for a 3-month trial, and evaluate the software for a final decision. Software of the scope that would be under consideration has no set price. I would have to negotiate with the vendor, the price varying based on several factors, such as the number of licenses needed, the length of the contract, whether technical support is necessary, and whether we want any special features such as relational database services or mobile connectivity. Part of the negotiations will include a trial period to last at least 3 months. After installing the software, I will call an all-staff meeting to introduce the new system and give basic training on its use. I will also hold one-on-one training sessions with each employee, since different positions will use the systems in different ways. Throughout the trial period, I will hold bi-weekly feedback meetings, as well as make a feedback form available online. As problems arise, I would work with IT to make the necessary changes in design. At the end of the trial period, I would call one last all-staff meeting for a final opinion on the information system. There are 3 ways that meeting could go. The system could be accepted with just a few minor changes. The system could be accepted under the condition that major changes be made, or the system could be judged a failure, although this last option pretty unlikely given the fact that we had so many feedback options. Depending on the flexibility of the software in use, sometimes the second option might even require a different system. Financial constraints do not have to limit the scope of the information system. Creative solutions can save on cost without sacrificing quality. In addition, the variety of products available allows us to choose the option that best suits our needs and our budget. Normally, the kind of software that would support an information system like the one I'm proposing requires some serious hardware support. But by using the hardware that we already have in place, I can cut initial costs in half. This chart also demonstrates the broad range of options that we have to choose from. While some services are better suited to our particular needs than others, this chart demonstrates the great flexibility that we have, even in the midst of budget cuts, to choose an option that fits what we have to offer. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you are as excited about the future of information at Penny Arcade as I am.